Hello, you handsome humans, and welcome back to another DVD video. Hello, hi, hope you're well. So today I have a bit of a different kind of video. This is not usually what I post, and it's not gonna have the same tone. Because this video is in big part concerning a fellow TTV that I stumbled across last night. You see, last night I did something very unusual for me. I played some DVD off stream, which is something I typically don't do, because it's the only game that I stream, and I kind of try to not get burned out. And usually most of my interaction with fellow TTVs go really well, you know, and then have a chat and GG's at the end of the game, regardless if I won or lost, and that just cements like a good time, right? Yeah, that did not go well this time around, but I don't want to spoiler it, okay? I do have to say though, my microphone wasn't picking up. Again, I was off stream. I never do this. And so, yeah, my microphone wasn't picked up. So I'm going to try to voice over most of the game. And for those parts that I don't, I'll put some like cool, really cool chill music, all right? But I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It was, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a very different one, but yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Yeah, this is my first time voicing over any kind of video of mine, right? Usually I'm talking in the video itself, and this time I'm doing a new thing. So anyway, right off the bat, I'm chasing this arena. I love doing this shot. It was one of my favorite shots on Gideon, and yeah, I failed the time. But that was slightly annoying. Also, I remember thinking as I got into this match how annoying it was that I had to do this on Gideon. Gideon is not a Huntress friendly map, but it's not a map that I fully dislike. So you know, I try to make it work. Anyway, we're not this arena, sorry. We're chasing an LOD, and she actually does a really good first chase. I miss a lot of obvious shots. You can clearly tell I've not been playing a lot lately, as in the last 2 days, and I miss a bunch of shots. So great first chase from the LOD. She's doing amazing. She's got the check spots, the checkpoint spots. She's doing brilliant. All right. Eventually, I get the first down. First gen popped. Usually, there's like I'm happy at this point because there's usually way more than one gen popping, right? Usually one chase for me is at least 2 to 3 gens at the beginning, especially if at this elo, that's how it usually works. After hooking her, I go around looking for a bunch of people, can't find anybody. Eventually decide to go back to the hook, I think, because I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna unhook, and then Nancy tries to get smacked. And I look back real quick, and this is where I see that there's Nia. So I'm like, okay, let me, you know, get some free hits, get the free hit on the Nia. Trying to keep line of sight. I always say this in stream, but if you can shoot from line of sight, you should. And we clapped the Nia. So amazing. Got 2 people down, 1 injured. Let's pick up, right? Yeah. Flashy save, no big deal. Happy for her. I'm like, great, let me see if I can clap the Nancy, and then I have a fresh chase on the person who got the flashy save, right?
Je vais essayer de sauver l'autre.
Non mais laisse-moi tranquille, moi je voulais partir de base. Ah, mais t'es cool celui-là.
J'ai sauvé l'autre.
Let's go.
Non mais c'est une blague.
Mais sérieux là par contre.
Ah bah là je suck bien. Pardon? Oui bah oui.
Elle est pas contente d'avoir eu the game.
On l'a pas mise hein.
Ouais, mais ça l'a fait chier on dirait.
Elle me fait des non. Non mais madame tu slug, ferme-la en fait. L'autre elle recover même pas la Nancy que j'ai sauvée. Hein. Même si je la sauve, elle retombe 3 secondes après pour même pas recover.
I went back here and I kind of checked because I wanted to know what happened with the Nancy, and I think the Nancy was like running away. She was crouching, crawling away. That's why she wasn't recovering. But anyway, I you know, slugged for, I don't know, 20-30 seconds because everybody was there and it just made sense. And after that, I went after the TTV, which got the flashy, She goes down. I find a Nia, which is what we're chasing right now. I feel like this Nia might have been a little bit kind of new to the game because some of the mind games that I used on her were not too complicated. Again, I'm not shading. We've all been new to the game. We hooked the Nia up. They try to use breakout to allow the Nia to unhook herself. Doesn't work out. We're back on the TTV. I don't have any hatchets, and that is a big problem, especially in a chase like this. So I decide, okay, let's see if I can bait any kind of pallets. I'm considering right now, do I go after her? Do I try to force the M1? She's gonna drop the pallet, drop down. I don't have a hatchet. Might as well go get some. But so far, well, you know, I as the killer, I feel in control of the game. I've got quite a few hooks. I'm in a decent position. I think I see the Nia now for a couple of seconds. I don't know if she was maybe trying to bait something, but I decided to go after her. I try to go for a feed shot here, which is a shot that you can do in something like RPD. Unfortunately, the angle here is far too messed up. Don't get it. Still, might as well commit to the Nia. She's injured and I don't really have anywhere else to go. I lose her tracks and I think I decided, oh yeah. So again, this is one of my favorite shots. I miss it twice. In the single game, I miss one of my favorite shots to do. Hey, I love doing these shots. They're so satisfying. You hit the survivor going down and it didn't work out. We get aura from nurse calling here. So I'm like, okay, let me go down. See if I can chase whoever is downstairs. I think we saw 2 and the Nancy pops up. Brilliant. Good to see you, Nancy. She unfortunately doesn't make a long chase. Again, I also think that Nancy was new to the game. Maybe not. I'm just saying both the Nancy and the Nia didn't seem super experienced, which is fine. We've all been through a learning phase. I have unforeseen here, so I decide, hey, let me leave my terror radius with this gen and let's see if I can catch somebody out. And we actually find our fellow TTV, catch her off guard because no terror radius. She wasn't expecting it. And okay, this is really cool. This is a really cool little needle shot that you can do. You just have to time it really well. But I love trying these, and so I decide to stick to it, and it works out. So, you know, all good.
Oh, pourquoi je l'entendais pas en fait? Elle a le renard violet ou quoi?
Alors l'autre, non mais attends, l'autre elle a vraiment déçu.
Ah ouais. Il met une enveloppe pour d'ici elle. Je crois qu'elle a le renard violet hein, parce que je l'ai pas entendu.
Okay.
Okay, so we hook the TTV, we see more aura reading. I go downstairs trying to get a shot. Unfortunately, they're behind a wall, so we go around. I'm not sure which one. Oh yeah, we find the Nia, and she's got 2 god pallets. And this loop against an experienced player is a pain in the ass. In this case, I'm actually lucky. Managed to get her down quite quickly. What I usually do is just refill hatchets so I don't have to do it once I've hooked the person, which we do now. We see more reading, and I'm gonna try. I tried a shot, but the angle is a mess. I tried twice and then realized, you know what? I'm not gonna be able to get this, so I might as well just go up.
Non mais. Elle me lâchait. Elle veut pas me heal.
I remember thinking as I was editing it that I found it a little bit funny how dramatic she was. Like, she doesn't want to heal me. And you know what? We've all been in the situation where a teammate doesn't want to take a hit for us, doesn't want to heal us. It sucks, all right? But it happens. Anyway, we find Nia, we hook Nia, so that leaves with 3 people left. We've got the Nancy, the LED bot, and our fellow KTTV. It's looking great for me. I've got 3 gens. I find the Nancy here. She's caught up in the open again. I think it takes, yeah, she goes down quite quickly again. Caught in the open. Not much you can do. I quite quick on those hatchets. We are gonna hook the Nancy, and that's her second hook stage. And then I find the LOD bot, and I kid you not, the bots in this game are insane, okay? It's gonna take me longer to chase this bot than the first LOD. I think that the LOD just gave her bot magical powers, or I just suddenly went terrible for like a whole 40 seconds because I miss everything on this bot, okay? I miss the absolute sea of shots. I just want to get her down, right? Oh, thank God. I'm sorry, right? It was painful for me too as I was doing this. I trust.
Moi, je veux pas la décrocher si elle m'a pas fini, nique sa mère. Le bot va y aller, je pense. Pourquoi je vais aller à des hooks? Mais je vais me faire healer et je vais pas la healer en fait. Voilà. Et salut.
This is one of the reasons why I'm actually making this video. Your whole plan was to bait a random player into healing you so you could leave them out like injured and try to save yourself? Are you... It's a team game. I find the Nancy here and she's injured, so it just takes me one shot, and she actually plays it quite well. She doesn't have much to work with. I missed the first shot, I get the second one, but she's doing good. Like, what kind of a twisted person start thinking, oh, before she didn't heal me, so now I'm gonna give her payback and I'm gonna get healed and then I'm gonna run away and try to survive. What the fuck? Why?
Elle va pas la laisser au sol quand même. Elle va la laisser au sol. Ok.
Yeah, of course. Their only concern is, oh my god, are they gonna slug for the 4K? I did this genius, brilliant plan so I could get healed and then run away, leaving the poor Nancy and the poor player to he's dead kind of thing. And now you're gonna slug. But no, I didn't slug. I killed the Nancy. I destroy a pallet. I find a boo, and I'm like, hey, extra points, nice. I see a second one here, and what you're about to see now is probably one of the best hatch spawns that I've ever had. Yeah, exactly. Amazing, right? That's awesome. I loved it.
Ok, hein, bah je vais mourir de l'entité, j'en ai rien à foutre.
Why would you want to die to the entity? Why are you one of those weird people who'd rather die than try to get out of the game? Why are you even playing this game if you're not having fun?
2,000 years later.
I kid you not, I went to one of the gates, then went to the other one, and then I said, you know what? I'm gonna take the 50-50 and stay here, because I could not be bothered to go back and forth. Anyway, at the end, I kind of find her, and I'm like, oh, nice. So I get my Mori after all. And there was like so little on the timer. Extra points. I love watching Huntress Mori. I was happy, and I didn't know any of the bad stuff until right now, right? I'm just enjoying the game and vibing. That's what I'm doing.
Non, elle va réussir à mourir. Ah, je suis deg.
Ah, fait chier.
Ouais, je suis deg. Je voulais pas lui donner cette satisfaction. Fuck. Ouais, bah elle perdait sa game et elle a commencé à jouer comme une sassa quoi, en gros, hein, littéralement. Hein.
Genre ça met TTV mais c'est pas en live.
Ah, ok. C'est un VTuber ou quoi?
Je sais pas, j'ai pas regardé.
Ouais, c'est un VTuber.
Ah ouais.
Au secours, hein. C'est un VTuber.
C'est tellement cringe.
C'est tellement cringe de fou. Ouais. So cringe.
Girl, I hate to break it to you, but the only thing that's cringe here is your salty ass. You and your friend are absolutely pathetic examples of survivors. You claim to have 4.5 thousand hours in DBD, and you have close to 5,000 followers, and this is how you act? Just do better. What the hell? You and your friend are absolutely the definition of cringe.
Oh, Nezek, s'il te plaît. Merci. C'est bon quoi. Ah, good luck for your stream, GG, merci pour la game. Ferme ta gueule en fait.